So you believe God can speak anything into existence? Yeah, that's how he created everything in Genesis. He said, you remember he said, let there be light, let there be water, let there be food, let there be, that's how he created everything. Hold on. It never said that God created the waters. The waters was already there before God started creating anything. No, you're right. It say his spirit moved over the waters. It don't say he spoke the waters into existence. You're right, I give you that. So you saying as God was speaking, he was creating with the words he was speaking. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. So when it says God made man, he formed him from the dust. He breathed breath into his nostrils. That's God actually doing things, right? He's not just saying that, he actually speaking and creating physically, correct? Right, exactly. So that means he didn't really speak anything into existence, because if he did, think about it. Instead of giving Noah all these instructions how to build a boat, this old man had to build a boat from scratch when God could have just spoke it into existence, right? Does that make sense? Well, actually, if you go to Colossians, Paul said that Jesus is actually the one who was creating everything. It wasn't God. So let me get this right. So God was speaking, right? Jesus was creating, but Jesus is the word that God was using to create everything, right? Yeah, in the beginning was the word was with God, the word was God. You know your Bible, man, John chapter 1. Yeah, but you know that when it says that God said, let there be, God said, and it lists all the things that he said, that's not God saying it, right? That's a narrator that's writing about what God said, right? Nah, I never knew that. And if Jesus was the word and the word was God, when did Jesus ever speak anything into existence? Like you believe God did. I ain't gonna lie, bro. That's a very good point, because out of all the miracles that he ever did, he had to physically do the miracles. But it was one time where he gave the word and the man was healed. He spoke the word, you know what I'm saying? But most of the time he had to physically heal people. One time he even had to heal a man twice. Yeah, the man he spit on the dirt, made mud, put it on his eye. He had to do that twice. That's crazy. So now you see what I'm saying. See, I think you're starting to get it now. I think you're starting to get it.